Greetings guys, Si here and welcome back to Project Left. For you guys that follow us on all the social media platforms, you'll know that we have been all working really hard on our super speed swings. So trying to gain some speed between Masters in November and the next Masters in April. And I've had some serious gains in my ball speed and in my club head speed with the swing speed sticks and in the net. But today it's all about taking it to the golf course. Super excited, I'm playing golf with Mum today and I'm really going to focus on my driving to see if I've made any improvements while I haven't been playing golf but been working just on my super speed. So let's go.
Okay, so essentially I've got two driver swings that I'm going to be working on today. I've got the fairway finder, which is going to be tee the ball low, try and hit it out the heel, a little bit of a cut to that right to left shaping. Hopefully looking something like this. I did actually have a really good practice before I played today. I've also got the BB, the bomb ball, so tee it high, get the ball position up, really launch it much faster but a little bit more weight with it. So let's head to the first tee. So the first tee is always going to be a fairway finder. It's a par 5, hit it a little bit high toey but stayed down the right hand side and actually gave me the chance to make a par. So here we are on the third tee and I'm going for my bomb ball, my big drive, par 5, trying to make it big up there, and I've leaked it down to the left, so a little bit disappointed with that, but yeah, let's get up there and see where it's finished.
I've ended up here and that's past this bunker that is really my aim, and even though it was a flare to the left, it certainly carried that decent distance. I'm faced with a pretty tough second shot, but yeah, definite advantage on this par 5 to give it a go.
So you can see I'm pretty happy with where it's ended up, and I got quite a nice easy 5. I'd actually noticed that's where the ball pitched where I just put my iron in. So I'm going to hit it underneath these trees. There's plenty of gap below the branches, between the branches, so let's have a go. Pretty happy with the strike. I'm watching it intently because I'm really happy with it. It's up there, right up by the side of the green.
Now it's definitely worth it because it's on the side of the green.
As I've said, and my first eagle putt. So could this be my first ever eagle of Project Left? One of my goals is obviously to make an eagle. I haven't done it yet, but here we go, a putt from just off the green to give myself a chance for that first ever eagle. Hit a pretty good putt, quite happy with it, in fact very happy with it at that point, but yeah, it was always a little bit low and it left me with this one for birdie. So, but even so, making this putt for birdie would leave me 1 under par 3 holes, and maybe thoughts would start to dwell on, could I actually make this one of those amazing rounds? So there we go, did hole it, made that birdie, and then all of a sudden I was like, right, well actually I can do something with this round. I've got today's card, we'll go over that later on, but you can see in the top left hand corner I've now added in my greens in regulation, up and downs, and my putts, so my 666 system going in there. So the fourth is a long par 4, so we're going for the BB, the bomb ball, trying to get it down there as far as possible. Struck it really nicely, but slightly open club face, and it flared off to the left. So they're typically just after I said, here we go, I'm going to think about my score, I then go and make a bogey. So here we are now on the 5th tee, another tough tee shot for me. I'm hitting the fairway finder because I've been really pleased with the first fairway finder that I hit on the first hole. So teeing it down nice and low, trying to aim just inside those trees on the right hand side and hit a little cut. Struck it really nicely, and yeah, pretty happy with that. Found the middle of the fairway, just hit it off the side of the green, chipped and putted, and another par. So level par through 5 holes, you can see on the left hand side, 2 greens in regulation, 2 up and downs, and just 8 putts at this point. Just have a bit of discussion there with Mum about where I'm going to aim and the shot I'm going to hit. So I'm pretty much hitting it at this right hand bunker you can see on the screen there, and just going to try and fade it off that. A little bit of a tweak there, so I'm going to have to reset my routine, and away we go. And I don't think I hit a better drive all day long. So happy with that, and it led to another green regulation and another par. Unbelievable stuff this so far. I cannot believe it. So 3 greens in regulation, 2 up and downs, 10 putts. 7th hole, another quite tricky tee shot, so I'm going for that fairway finder. A little bit of a heel strike, aiming down the right hand side, as you can see from my foot alignment and my shoulder alignment. Lovely little bit of sun flare, look at that coming through. And actually struck it a bit out the toe this one, and it has stayed down the right hand side. And yeah, Not the greatest finish, to be honest. I mean, see me pitching it forwards, trying to get it down. I think I've got something like a 7-iron in my hand here, just trying to nudge it along, get it up there somewhere near the green, and I've absolutely flushed it. And you can see from my reaction and where that logo goes on the screen on the left hand side, it's in the bunker.
So yeah, that's the first fairway finder that hasn't actually found the fairway and left me chipping out, and I've punched it just into a bunker. But I'm level par through 6 holes. I'm playing really, really well. The driving is certainly helping. That's been one of the things that's often cost me in the past. Mum's about to hit a shot, so let's keep going.
Yeah, really enjoyed playing with Mum today. She played super well. So 10 is definitely a bomb ball, trying to get it up there as far as possible because those 2 cross bunkers need a good strike to carry it. Had a good strike, but definite big flare out to the left. But I'd go on to hit 7-iron up just on the edge of the green and chip in for birdie. I didn't bring the camera with me because I left it by the trolley, typically, and then parred 11 as well. So all of a sudden, on a day where I'm really concentrating on my driving, this score is really on now. The 12th hole is another fairway finder, especially at this point where I'm now level par through 11 holes and I'm really going super well. You can see here the tees are quite forward, so I know that even with my fairway finder I can get it over the crest of the hill, which is where that bunker on the right hand side sits. And you can just have a look at the day we were playing. It was an absolutely glorious day for playing golf. Just, yeah, one of those days where everything at this point seemed to be coming together. I can't hit that much better than that, and that is right bang in the middle of the fairway and happy. Just a quick aside here is Mum, who is the ultimate fairway finder.
Shot. Yeah, well played.
I actually went on to bogey 12 after that, but I did bounce back with a nice 2-putt par on the 13th. So I'm stood here on the 14th tee. This is another real tough tee shot for me, so definitely a fairway finder. Get that ball teed up low, just inside that big tree. And you can see from my reaction here, and obviously the ball flight on the left-hand side, so happy with that. If you haven't seen it already, there is a tall v small. Adam and I have played 14, 15, 16, and I filmed every single shot, so I haven't included those in here, so go ahead and watch that. But here we are on 16. I won't ruin it for those of you who haven't already seen it, but yeah, tall v small was excellent. But this is definitely a bomb ball. Stroke your next one, get it down there as far as possible. And again, another leak to the left, so I'm starting to now see a pattern developing that I'm only going to be going for these bomb ball drives when I've got space on the left hand side of the hole. I did actually double bogey 16 and I bogeyed 17, so all of a sudden I'm stood here on the 18th tee, coming off a couple of bad holes, but yeah, need to get that bomb ball down. I need to get it over that bunker on the left hand side. I really need to get it into play. And yeah, a pretty poor tee shot, but it's all been a very good round so far. So can I finish it off? Let's cut back to me on that tee just after I hit this shot.
I feel the pressure got to me there, so driven it really well today. The best I've ever driven it, and the pressure is on, because if I make 5 up here, I shoot 77, which would be amazing. I'd be happy with a 6 for 78. Rubbish tee shot, but yeah, let's keep going.
So I hit my second shot down there, and here we are joining me with 5-iron into the green for my third. You can see in the stats in the corner, 5 greens duration, 6 up and downs, 25 putts. I'm currently sitting at 5 over par. Pretty tense, pretty nervous at this point. As you can see by me pleading for it to sit down, because I've absolutely struck it.
Yes, I thought it was over the back.
But it's on the green,
come on.
And I'm happy. And that's golf in a nutshell, isn't it? We get so emotional. So all of a sudden, here I am, 6 greens in regulation, 6 up and downs, 2 putts for a 77. Now I'm lucky I've had a couple of birdies in that round today, but even without those birdies, I'd still have these 2 putts for a 79 to guarantee. So as we've spoken about so many times on here, on my other social media platforms, 666 method, I really believe in it. It really is an excellent system. So here we go. Could I make a birdie and all of a sudden shoot 76? Now that would be amazing. It is quite a long putt. The camera angle does kind of defy how long this putt is. I've absolutely raced it by, but never mind. Here we are, just Mum tapping in her putt. You can see in the background the guys behind are nice and close. This is something that often happens at Bury. It is quite a quick, fast-paced golf course. We're obviously only playing in 2 balls with the current restrictions, so bit of a truncated routine for me, but just trying to focus on as much as possible, because This putt is for 77, and I would be so over the moon if I made it. But alas, it wasn't to be. But 78, my personal best for Project Left. I am super, super proud of that. And it was one of those days where everything just seemed to go right for me. There we have it, guys. 78, my best ever round of golf. Project Left. Broke 80. This was just before New Year as well. So a really amazing way to finish what has been obviously terrible year, not just for myself but for everybody around the world. 2020 is something that we didn't see coming. If I'm honest, I didn't see this coming a couple of years ago, obviously, when I started Project Left. But 6 greens in regulation and 28 putts. Just one of those days where everything came together. I'm now down to 10.1 handicap index, so close to single figures. I can really taste it now. And as and when we are back allowed to play golf again, I am so excited to get that handicap down, to really start playing in some competitions this summer coming up. And yeah, really excited for the future. Next for me, I'm going to be working on my speed, really focusing on my speed and my fitness in this lockdown. If you have been following on my other social media channels, I have been competing in Red January, completing daily exercise every single day, raising money for sport in mind, a charity close to my heart. Mental health and mental health awareness is something that definitely for me isn't spoken about enough. It is something that is massively important to me. I definitely felt it in the last lockdown and feel it again in this lockdown, that just not being allowed out and that anxiety of being at home. It's something that's pretty serious and it's difficult to talk about. But I'm going to turn it into positive. I'm going to be working on my speed training. I've got a lovely collaboration coming up soon. Some of you may have seen a sneak preview of that, but that'll be coming next week. But this, for today, is the end of Project Left. I'm so excited to have got my PB, my 78, breaking 80 for the first time. So as always, my name's Simon. This was Project Left. Subscribe, share, like the video, all the fun stuff. And we'll see you down here on the channel next time. Bye bye.